So I finally did it. I have been wanting these two things for so long now. I've been like looking at everybody's iPad and like testing it out and like writing notes on them to see how it would feel. I borrow my dad's iPad all the time to do thumbnails and stuff, and now I officially have my own iPad and pencil. So I'm going to talk more about why I decided to buy it, like for myself, and what I'm going to use it and the apps and stuff. But first, let's unbox it. So this is the iPad fully unboxed. I decided to go with the color blue. I think that it's the nicest one. Blue is one of my favorite colors, and I have like everything in blue. I absolutely love how it looks. It feels so nice. And just overall, it feels so cool to have my own iPad. As I was unboxing it, one of the things I was surprised about was that the charger came braided. I didn't expect this. I thought that it would only come braided for the iPad Pro. It's cool that it came braided. My MacBook charger is braided, and it's so much of a better quality. So let's go into the specs of my iPad. I got the Apple 2024 iPad Air 11-inch. This is what it looks like, the size comparison. You can go into like any Apple store and see the sizes, because I feel like you can't really tell from a video, even like seeing next to me. Again, I got it in the color blue because I think that's the nicest. I feel like it's a nice blue. It's not like bold. It's like a slight blue that kind of looks like gray a little bit in some lights. I love how it looks, but it's gonna be covered unless I buy a clear case. But we'll see. I still have to buy the case. I haven't even bought that yet. And the last spec about this iPad is that I bought it with 512 gigabytes. I plan on using this iPad for a long time, so that's with the iPad. Then I bought the Apple Pencil Pro. It's really nice. It feels really nice. I've already been able to like try it out a little bit, and it's so cool. So now let's go into why I decided to buy the iPad. The two main reasons that I bought this iPad, because of my YouTube channel and because of school. My YouTube channel, I have to do like thumbnails, and a lot of times like I like to do like drawings that I include in the video, and the iPad is kind of like the only way that I can do it. I've done thumbnails on my phone, it's just not the same. I was using my dad's iPad for like the longest time, but then I found the issue that this is my senior year, so when I go into college, I won't be able to borrow my dad's iPad anymore because I will not be living at home. So I decided to buy the iPad now so that I can utilize it through my last year. But when I'm gonna really need to use it is in college when I leave in a year. The other reason I decided to buy this iPad is notes. I love taking like aesthetic notes and stuff, so I've always been carrying a bunch of notebooks to school and carrying a bunch of pencils and everything like that. But I can get like really heavy, and carrying a backpack with a bunch of notebooks all day is exhausting. So I decided that I would switch my notes to digital notes. I've been seeing a lot of people doing that. My boyfriend does that with his iPad, and I've been able to get a look at what apps he uses and how he does it. I know a lot of people do that in college, so again, this is already preparing for that. I won't be taking all my notes in my iPad though. One of the videos that you guys love to see on my channel is what's in my backpack / school supplies haul. And don't worry, I will still be doing that video, and I won't just include my iPad because I'm still getting notebooks for some classes in my school that don't allow like electronic note taking. So don't worry, I got you with the aesthetic school supplies. Also, that video will be coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. So that's why I got this iPad. I'm super excited to use it. There's also other benefits like being able to use the Kindle on it versus my phone, and a bunch of other things that I'm super excited about, like planning. So after I opened up my iPad and unboxed it, I did take some time to look at it and get used to it. So the whole like setting up process of like connecting it to my iCloud, syncing my contacts, everything like that. I won't include that in the video because I feel like that's pretty basic. I mean, it tells you what to do. I'm just gonna skip to the interesting part, which is how I set up my iPad. So I already customized it. I think that's one of the best feelings when you finally get something and you make it yours. Okay, so for this next section, I'm gonna be screen recording my iPad and putting it here so you guys can follow along as I'm talking about it. So as you can see, the whole vibe for it is like blue. I decided to do blue at first because like the back of the iPad is blue and the case is probably gonna be blue. blue. So the wallpaper I got from Pinterest. I just searched up like aesthetic wallpaper and like I found like a blue one. It's super easy to do. You just save the image to your iPad. Then I added like some widgets. The widgets as well, I took inspiration from like Pinterest of what stuff I would add. So one of the things that I saw in like all the pictures were like quotes. So I decided to add the make today a good day and it's all part of the process, and then like pictures. So instead of pictures of me, I decided to do like some cute pictures, and since I love the ocean, I decided to add the whale, the turtle, and then the shell. Then I added the calendar and like clock widget. I paired that with the to-do list. That to-do list widget is actually from the to-do app from Apple's. So that and the weather one next to it are the two widgets that you can just add like literally right now without downloading any extra apps. So the app that I used for my widgets is called iScreen. So the iScreen app is, oh my god, there's gonna be an ad, hold on. This app, you have to pay for some things, but if you just watch ads, you don't have to pay for anything that isn't premium. So you can do a lot of things here, like over top, they have like a bunch of different widget options. So the calendar and clock widget I used in the calendar section, this one right here. That's the only pre-made widget that I added. So then all the other ones are like pictures. So if you go to widgets, so as you can see here, it's the photo one, and then I just chose it for that one. And you can like modify like the frame, and you just save it. You choose if it's small, medium, large, lock screen. So that's how I did it. Then I have like the Files app, I have my Notion app, GoodNotes, YouTube Studio, Procreate, Classroom, and Notes. I added the stuff that I'm going to be using the most on this page. In the bottom, I kind of have like a lot of stuff going on. I have like my Messages app, Safari, iTunes, my mail, calendar, photos, and I feel like I'm definitely going to clean this up a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to put here yet, but as of right now, that's what's on it. On the next page, I have a calendar. One of the things that I'm using the calendar for is like my college information sessions and everything I'm doing for college, like interviews and stuff like that. So as you can see in the calendar right here, you can see that today at 4 p.m. I have an NYU virtual information session, and I almost forgot the one yesterday. So I decided to put this here, that way I'm always looking at it. And even though I use the calendar in Notion for a lot of the things, I am using the Apple Calendar for like my college appointments. Next I have my Spotify widget, and then under I have my little Notion widget, which has the three main ones. So my finance page, my YouTube page, and my junior year, well, now it's gonna be senior year page. I have to update that. In this page, I have more of like the basic apps that I'm not gonna use as much. So Maps, Home, Camera, Apple Store, Books, Podcasts, Apple TV, News, Settings, Clock, Weather, Stocks, Find My, iTunes Store, Contacts, and Translate. And lastly, on the last page, it's just like the random apps that are like left over. So that's what it looks like. Now let's talk about what apps I'm gonna be using on this iPad to actually use it. So let's start with the apps I'm gonna be using for YouTube. So first, the main one is YouTube Studio. That's the one where I can control my whole channel from, where I see the stats and analytics. Then I have Procreate. So Procreate is the app that I use to make my thumbnails. Since I already had it in my dad's, I didn't have to pay for it. Although if you don't have it already, you have to pay, I think it's $12 now to buy it, but it's a one-time fee. So it's really good for that price. Then I have Notion. So on Notion, I have my YouTube page, but I use Notion a lot for planning. I swear by Notion so much. I use it for planning literally everything, including school. So I'll just go ahead and start showing you guys how I use Notion for school. So I have my like school page. Here is my junior year page. It's perfect for planning. It even has like a calendar. Comment down below if you guys want like a Notion tutorial video of like how I use Notion for like school and for YouTube. I've been thinking of doing that video for a while, so that's a video that might be coming up soon. I think I already have a video of how I used to use Notion. I'll put it here on the right hand corner. It's really good. It's just a little outdated of how I use right now, but if you guys are interested, go watch that video so you can see like an in-depth look of how I used Notion. Then I downloaded the app GoodNotes. I got the 1 week free trial, so I'm testing it out. I even have like a notebook called Film Ideas. If you decide to do a subscription based, it costs $9.99 per year, and then if you decide to buy it, it's $29.99. So that's the options for this app. Here you can see that you can create any notebook. You have like a bunch of options. You can also add your own cover and paper to it, like you can import stuff, which is cool. So from already trying it for like a couple of minutes, it's really good and I like the app. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep the subscription, and this is gonna be like my note app for the whole school year. So those are the apps that I got off the bat to use with the iPad. I feel like I'm definitely gonna expand my apps, especially because I'm looking for like a planner app. So I'm gonna look into that. And in the future, when I make my how I take my notes on my iPad video, I'll be including that. So that's it for the unboxing and how I set up my iPad. I absolutely loved unboxing it and getting everything set up, and I'm super excited to officially start using it for everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below any questions that you guys have regarding the iPad or any of the apps that I'm going to be using. I'll be posting more content with the iPad, 2 videos to be on the lookout for, my famous What's in My Backpack aesthetic back to school haul, that will be coming out next week, and my how I take notes on my iPad, which will be coming out soon when I'm more used to the iPad and I've been taking notes with it. So that's it for today's video. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!